What is up, YouTube? So everybody keeps asking me a lot of questions, all the time on my channel, like what type of GPS do I use? What's a better phone? Which one's a better GPS, whether it's Google Maps, Waze, Apple. Should you use the stock one? Should you turn it on? Or should you type in one when you pick up somebody? So one of the things that I think that I've never had a problem with is when I was using the stock one, the one that comes with the iPhone 4S through Uber, I would always use my own GPS just because I didn't really trust Apple Maps. Even though the customer actually entered the address on the phone when you picked them up, it still wasn't accurate. I had a lot of issues where I would drop them off a block away, 2 blocks away. Maybe the customer missed, maybe they didn't type in south, east, or north, and sometimes that'll mess up a bunch of things. So one of the things that I would always do when I would get pick up anybody, I would actually use my phone. And I mean, you can use a bunch of phones, you could use anywhere from iPhone 5S, 5, doesn't matter, Nexus 5, Galaxy S6, HTC M1, no Windows phone, don't trust them. That's just me, my personal opinion. Me personally, I used the Nexus 5 during this whole time when I first started. I actually, even though sometimes very rarely would a customer actually enter the address, I would actually always put the actual address on my Nexus 5 through Google Maps, and it was always perfect. Not only that, sometimes people wouldn't know the address of a location, and they expect you to have like cabbie knowledge in a way, I would say, because people that cabbies are usually full-time drivers, so they kind of know the way around town, cities, hotspots. I mean, not necessarily them doing it, but after doing it for so long and so much, they actually know where to go. So one of the things I did was on Google Maps, when you type in Google Maps, you actually have the option to enter the address, or you can actually type in the name of the place. Like, let's say for example here in LA, let's say I were to type in Icon. I mean, I know where it's at obviously because it's in basically right in down the edges of South downtown LA. But as an example, I would type in Icon. It would already come with Icon Lounge. It'll tell you nearby locations would be Hooters or the LA Coliseum, the Staples Center, something like that. It'll give you an example of like that. So that's what I would recommend for most people. I use the Google Maps. I personally don't like Apple Maps. Google Maps is just my choice. I've always had great a great experience with it. I haven't really had any problems. I tried Waze app. I don't like it because there's just too many icons everywhere. It's kind of distracting. I don't like it. I mean, yeah, sometimes it's good if you're like drunk or something and you want to see where the cops are because people reported. But other than that, Waze is okay, I guess. I don't use Apple Maps at all. I don't trust it. Google Maps, obviously that's just my opinion, but you can use whatever you want. That's practically it. If for whatever reason you're scared to put in the address, like let's say the customer already entered the address, this is just another tip on the side. If the customer already entered the address on the phone and they step in, don't feel scared to type it in again on your own phone. If the customer actually gives you anything back, just be like, you know what, I've noticed that the GPS that Uber sends us through their phone is not always accurate, so I'd just rather be safe than sorry, enter it here. And then you could always also say, like, if you know a better route than what GPS tells me, then please let me know and I'll follow your directions. And usually customers are really cool about that because sometimes the GPS will take you in a way where they think either it's not good, it's not fast enough, it might be a shorter distance, but it's not fast, so they'll tell you, no, go this way because there's too much traffic or construction. These customers live around those areas, so it's kind of easy to just take feedback off of them, and it's kind of like a way to get better at driving around. And that's one of the things that I would suggest for people to do. Don't get scared. I mean, as long as the customer knows, before you enter the GPS, if you see them kind of hesitant, as long as you don't start the time yet, they really won't tell you anything. If they see like, oh, put the address in, put it, and then you start it, it's simple. They're not going to get mad at you. Those are my suggestions. Those are my tips for the day. GPS tracking. And then if you guys want to see what are the best phones I believe are best for rideshare or any in general, just to maximize the cleanest interface and the longest battery life, please be sure to watch this next video is going to come up in about a few days. If you guys have any questions for me, please leave them in the comments below or follow me on Twitter, ask me there. You can direct message me on Twitter if you do have any questions for me. Other than that, if you did like this video, if it was helpful in any way, please hit that like button. It really does help me out. You want to see more content like this and anything with technology related or reviews, vlogs, anything like that, please hit that subscribe button. Otherwise, if you don't want to subscribe, cool, whatever, your choice. But thank you for watching anyways. Peace.